Good evening, gladiators. We who are about to play salute you. Hey everybody, welcome to part 2 of my World of Warcraft video series as part of the game's Gladiator. This one needs no introduction. Go back and watch the first part if you want to see the whole journey. But if you just want to jump in where we are, why not? We're on character level 6, somewhere in Gold Shear, I believe. And we're going to continue our journey through Azeroth without any further ado. Let's fire it up. All right, we skipped the long preamble that I usually do in most of the game's Gladiator videos because, you know, this is part 2 of the series and it needs no real introduction. Where we left off, we were here in Elwynn Forest. Our character's about level 6 at the moment, and he's well rested. You can see there's a blue bar down the bottom there, meaning he's going to get double experience. So let's turn in this kobold quest that we had from last time.
How are you?
Welcome. All right, cool. Got a belt, some experience.
Have a good one.
Now we got to head to a vineyard. Move this over here. If you see me, if you're actually looking at a little picture of me, well, a guy just turned up in a motorbike. If you see me sort of going between this screen and this screen, it's because I've got 2 monitors, and the one here is the bigger one, although every now and again I should look over here just to be, you know, a little personable and chat to you guys. I really appreciate having you along for the ride. I know these videos don't get a lot of views, but it's kind of cool just to have, you know, an audience with me as I play these things. I've said this in the past, but I want these videos to feel like, you know, you've got a friend over, or you know, just catching up with a buddy, you know, over a few beers and, you know, playing some games, having a chat. Granted, it's a bit of a one-way conversation, but I do want you to feel part of this. And everything that I do at Whiskey Barrel Studios, I want you guys to feel part of, because without an audience, I'm nothing. This is a big bear. I think we can take him down, though. Well, we may have no choice but to attack him. Oh, I've attacked the boar as well. And this other one just wandered into the battle. You know, it's interesting. I said it in the last video, but the game is definitely easier than it was back in the day. Even when I played it around the end of Burning Crusade and the beginning of Wrath of the Lich King is when I got in. I don't even know if I'd have been able to do that without getting some serious pain. Although, having said that, I've never used a paladin before, and they are pretty powerful, even at low levels here. So here at the vineyard, we have to chat to Jared Tiller.
Can I help you?
Get some spring water, get an apple.
See you later.
Great. It's a good quest.
Greetings.
So every time we give him water, we'll get an apple. Well, that's a great trade. There's little Billy. Hey, kid. I remember early on there was a quest here for a pig called Princess or something like that. You had to take down a massive hog. But just below mine. Oh, Princess Must Die. Yeah, that's the quest. Let's go do that one. It's a giant aggressive hog that someone wants you to take down. Oh, what? Did I miss that quest marker? I'm really out of practice at World of Warcraft. Let's go get this quest here from our friend Mabel McClure.
How are you? See you later.
Oh, it's a love letter quest. Anything in here to loot? No. It's not that kind of game, really. Usually in these kind of role-playing games, you know, you walk into houses and I'm going to steal this, I'm going to steal that, but it's not so much of a thing in WoW. A scary thing, you know, I went for a hike today. That's not the scary thing. I twist my ankle, which was a little bit frightening. That's kind of cool. And as I was hiking, you know what I started thinking about? World of Warcraft. And that's why this game is scary, because it gets you when you're not playing. You think, oh, I wonder how my character's going. You know, I wonder if I could, what should I do when I next level up? Should I, you know, concentrate on this or that? What should I point my points into? What am I doing a raid? All sorts of stuff. You start thinking about the character so much, and you know, I haven't played this game in ages.
Need help?
But it just dawned on me that, you know, that's how I used to feel, and I would think about my character all the time. And I'd even go into the auction house, you know, when I was at work and kind of thing, and you know, just make sure the things that I'd put up for auction were, you know, gonna sell and that kind of thing. And it became, you know, I never got super addicted to it like my old housemate, and but I definitely really got into it.
Hello.
Put some solid hours in, that's for sure.
See you around.
Now these early quests, they're pretty dull. Once again, I'm playing at night and it's showing nighttime, and I'd kind of forgotten that. I know it's cool to sort of, you know, that it mimics your sort of, you know, your day and night sort of setting. Oh no, it's 5 in the morning. That's cool. We should get some daylight soon. That's good. Because I wouldn't mind. I'd rather play in daylight ideally, depending on the area. Some places like Duskwood are a little more suited towards nighttime, but it's permanently dark there anyway. Speak with Grandma.
Safe travels.
So right now we are literally doing fetch and receive quests. We are a mailman, and these early quests are, you know, particularly dull, especially when you're just on foot going backwards and forwards. But you know, there's a method to the madness. There's sort of, I guess they're just getting used to the gameplay and you know, slowly easing you into how the game plays. There's a cow. You could probably attack the cow if we wanted to, but not really worth it. I miss having a horse or a griffin or whatever else. Shukamus, the mage that I used to use, the frost mage, at the time, you know, very, very high level. The level cap in Wrath of the Lich King was 80. He was ultra powerful. He was an absolute beast, and he had all sorts of flying creatures and mounts and that kind of stuff. But what kind of pissed me off about World of Warcraft, and one of the reasons it sort of broke me out of it, was he was a frost mage, and at the time, really awesome character for soloing and DPS and, you know, crowd controls, good stuff like that. But characters would go in and out of favor, or character builds, and they wanted the arcane mage, I think it was, or the fire mage was more popular than frost mage. So it came to be that raids were not no longer sort of asking for frost mages, and they're like, oh, you should spec arcane. And I was like, I didn't enjoy playing arcane, and it kind of really turned me off, because like I couldn't play the game the way I wanted to play the game, if you know what I mean. What? Nope.
Safe travels.
We're gonna get some crystal kelp. I want to get to I think it's called Westfall, maybe. It's a big farming kind of area. I know that the first big dungeon is there. The name of it's forgotten me. Well, look at this guy. What the hell is that? That's pretty cool. Whatever he is, he looks dangerous. But I'm sure we're beneath his concern. Let's go for a swim. You can dive down if you want. Hold your breath. Often there's things to find underwater. I got a cool story from the Tales of Shukamus. When I was playing Murlocs. Arrgh. Take down a Murloc. These guys suck. Yeah, that's the noise. I was playing as Shukamus, and I ended up I pretty much had finished the game, but I did fire up Cataclysm and played a little bit of that. And one of the areas in Cataclysm was a big underwater area. This huge sort of, you could get seahorse mounts and all sorts of things like that. But I remember finding this area and this big ocean, you know, there's whales and all sorts of stuff like that. A giant, one of the biggest monsters you find in the game is this sort of big whale shark type thing that is absolutely massive. Don't know why I'm fighting Murlocs, I don't even need to. I bet there's a quest to fight them later. Oh, we're low on health. This one just refuses to die, come on. Well, that's the closest we've been to having any real... We've got the fronds though, there we go. Got our fronds, cool. So that was actually worthwhile. So, yeah, so I found this water area and, you know, swimming along, and then I kind of went out into a wider ocean. And then I realized that it dropped down, and where it dropped down to was this huge chasm that went down and down and down, really creepy, got really dark, really deep. And at the bottom of it was this huge vortex. And I'm kind of fascinated by the ocean and the depths and stuff like that. And I have a bit of a thing called thalassophobia, which many people have, which is, you know, fear of the deep. You can go on Reddit, and there's even a Reddit sub called thalassophobia or something, which just shows you pictures of, you know, deep dives and really deep pools and that kind of thing. It's pretty cool. But anyway, I went right down there, and this really kind of felt like I was deep in the ocean.
Hey there.
And I went further down, and it turned out it was the entrance to a dungeon right down there, which I didn't realize was a cool dungeon right at the bottom. And, you know, it was just one of those moments that really where World of Warcraft shines, and that's in sort of exploration and just the sheer variety of areas and biomes and everything from scorched deserts to, you know, windswept plains to alien realms to underwater. There is so much. Stunning. Another cool memory I have was when I was leveling up Shukamus. There's a desert sort of area, and then it's the edge of this big crater called the Ungoro Basin, I think it is. And should we fight that bear now? And there's a long way to get down there. You can kind of, you know, head down via a very steep path and so on. But if you have like a feather fall type spell, a flying spell, you can just leap off the edge and fly down like this. And because my guy was a mage, he had that, and it was just one of the most exhilarating things, just dropping down hundreds and hundreds of feet into this vast prehistoric basin. It was awesome. It was really awesome. Oh, now I've got to kill 4 boars to get boar meat. This is literally the most dull quest ever. But inside that basin was all these giant dinosaurs, which is really creepy. It was kind of this realm lost in time. Massive dinosaurs to fight. One of the most memorable areas in the game for me. If you can think of any particular mythological creature, it's probably got a version in World of Warcraft. Everything from dragons to giants to cyclopses to naga to whatever it is. They've absolutely mined the mythological databases and really made themselves. I've got not much left, have we? Should equip that. Is that better than that one? Yeah. Cool. What else have we got? I really hadn't been paying attention to that. So much junk. Should have eventually. I should sort this crap out. You end up having different bags for different sort of items and so on. But, you know, we're not playing this really seriously. This is a throwaway character that after the video series is gone, sadly will probably never be used again. Unless I somehow get addicted to WoW.
I need a target. I don't have a target.
guy's killing boars as well.
I need a target. I can't attack that.
Alright. Got our boar meat. A really boring quest. That's what they should have called it. Because gosh, that was dull. That really was dull as dishwater. One of the most intimidating boss fights I remember being part of was the Onyxia raid, which was this giant black dragon that you find in a cave. And at the time, she was, you know, one of the most powerful creatures in the game. And everyone had to gather. It was at the end of this long dragon quest, dragon-related quest with sort of dragonkin and that kind of thing.
Good day to you.
And you end up gathering this big raid
Safe
party
travels.
and heading off to fight this dragon. You have to fight her 2 giant dragon guards who in and of themselves are really powerful. But you've got a group of, you know, 20 people. I never played the game when there was sort of 40-man raids, but I was in the 20 or 25-man, whatever it was. Whoa. This isn't just below mine, is it? We were supposed to explore that. I should have a look to see what the mine is called again. Because we didn't do that quest properly. Ta-da! Level 7. Where are we? Fargo Deep Mine. Wrong mine. They call it a mine. A mine. It's my Gimli impression. Dwarves are very different. The World of Warcraft dwarves are absolutely ripped off from Tolkien, as is many of the things from this. They also ripped off a lot of stuff from Warhammer. Absolutely, the art style and the character design and so on. You know, obviously they've, you know, brought in their own unique stuff, but they certainly borrowed a lot from a lot of places. But you know, who said, I can't remember what it was, Picasso or someone said, good artists create, great artists steal, or something like that. And I think Steve Jobs is famous for saying that, but he stole that quote too, so he's a bit of an arsehole. He's gone now, of course. Anyway, I'm rambling. That's what I'm doing as part of Warcraft. And one of the things about this game is that your mind just does wander, because you can really play this game on autopilot. You know what I mean? Here we go, Goldtooth. Take down Goldtooth. Come back here. Alright. Helpful Boracus there. You see his name, Boracus the Explorer. That's a title that you get. So you can get all sorts of titles when you do different things in the game, and you can choose which one you want. You can be the Exalted or the, you know, the whatever. The little flavor bits of text. And I would love to add that to Swords and Sandals 6 when I finally make it next year. Little titles that you earn from, you know, say you killed John the Butcher, you could be called, you know, Trevor the Butcher or whatever you want.
Hello.
Hello, Bernice.
Have a good one.
Yeah, you have a good one. That's very informal. Have a good one, mate. That's what we say in Australia. Have a good one. What's the watermelons there? So what? Oh, Princess. Okay, here we go. We need to kill Princess. Where's this big hunk of meat? This big hamburger on legs. Somewhere in this circle. Oh, there we go. Big unit. Look at the size of this thing. This will be our first sort of tough fight, really, but I'm not even using my hands, you know. You don't really have to early on, especially with an armored character like this. She looks tough, but really, There's nothing to this fight. Alright. Oh, Tiger's Eye. What was that? A reagent. Poor princess.
Hello. Be careful.
Hopefully we're nearly done with the sort of gold share stuff. It's nearly morning. Use local time. Realm time. Let's use realm time. 5 in the morning. It's hopefully we can hear some birds chirping, so it may mean that we're getting a bit of daylight. Oh, mangy wolf. Oh, away with you. When you fight things, like in all kind of classic role-playing games, when you fight things that are a long way beneath you, you stop getting experience. And as you get ultra powerful, you can just, one-shot these things. You can have auras around you that just like, things just die when they come near you. It's awesome. I remember having the spell Blizzard, which was just great for sort of raining death down on unfortunate souls like this. But this guy's following us. They'll only follow you at a certain distance and they'll run back like that other wolf has done, but this one will not be coming back to the pack. All right. I said this in the last video, but this is really the greatest game ever made and the worst game ever made. Just in terms of how much it wastes your time, but in terms of sort of world building. Who is this cuckoos? How dare you attack us? Oh, we're being a wolf and a thief. Neither will live. But so much of the time you're playing this game, the actual mechanics of it itself are not particularly fun, and even the sort of it's not super fun in a way that like just running around in Super Mario Brothers is fun, or fighting in Dark Souls has a real rhythm to it. This isn't particularly fun. What is fun is the meta game, which is the filling up the bars and getting the better armor and interacting with people and visiting the amazing world. The world is what makes it fun. The game mechanics themselves, this, to me anyway, is hypnotic in some ways, but not particularly fun. I don't know. Your ideas may differ. Oh, we're walking the Stormwind, but we could have actually got the Griffin. Oh well. The first time you sort of visit Stormwind, it's quite a kind of epic moment because this is the big alliance city with its huge gates and guards and everything. It's pretty cool.
King's honor, friend.
Cool. Level 110. Ridiculous. That epic music that really sets the tone. Obviously the graphics are really dated, but that bothers you for 5 minutes alone. Once you get into it, it's so well styled and themed and little bits of light everywhere that you never think about that again. Well, I don't anyway. I totally get caught up in the ambience of the world and the music and the art design. I still think to this day it's a beautiful game, even though obviously it's really aged.
You need something? See you later.
See you later. Bags are full. We need to visit a junk trader. Trade supplies. Are you there?
Need help?
Yes. I'll sell some crap. Let's sell all this crap. Sell all the heroism of selling junk in the World of Warcraft. You know you can use this stuff to create things, but it's not going to do us any good for now. Sell. Stringy wolf meat. Alright, now we've got some room.
Farewell.
I enjoy all that junk. What do they do with it all? They just sell it to the next person. What do you do with stringy spider legs? So good. Bring Argus note to Osric Strang in the shop limited. We're gonna go here. Annoyingly, I really should have taken the Griffin. But you know, it's kind of fun to go on foot and show the city, you know, explore a little bit. They've added that water since I played. It looks a lot better. With that little sort of nice distortion shader on there and reflection. Looks cool. Old Town. There's all sorts of creatures and people flying around, isn't there? Osric, there we go.
What can I do for you?
What can I do for you? Have a note. Someone else turning in a quest there as well. This guy even looks the same as me. He just, look. This guy's following the same journey as me.
See you around.
I bet he's a paladin as well. Kaladin. Kalen the paladin. Inspect. A rogue. Evil rogue.
I supply only the finest goods.
Yeah, you assert that. So, let's head up here. Oh, there's a pretty cool battle cat looking thing. Awesome. Love looking at all the different mounts that everyone has. Hey guys. Oh, wrong room, sorry. How embarrassing. They're very accommodating, just letting a lowly level 6 paladin. What am I now? Level something. I don't know why it still says ZZZ. But you could buy a mount if you had enough money, but chat to the stable master. Hi.
You need something?
Yeah. You can get a toy. Now, we have 17 silver. We need a lot more if we wanted to buy
See you later.
a horse. But we're also too low level. I want to go to this here. Dungar. What's the time? Still fine. I wonder what time the actual sunrise is. Or is it... Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm sure the days were shorter in World of Warcraft as far as they didn't have this whole thing where if you're playing at night, it's night the whole time. I can't remember now. Look. I'm a bit lost. You know what? We don't really need to be in Stormwind. Let's get out of here. Use the Hearthstone, return to Elwynn Forest, and you know where we're going to go? We're going to go down to that Westfall place, I think. I want to just explore because there's only so much, you know, fetch and retrieve questing I feel like doing. And that, you know, doesn't make for the most interesting video, so I wouldn't mind actually exploring a few new areas. You know, for the one or two of you who are new to this game. There can't be that many, but what are they doing?
Good day to you.
They're harassing our friend.
What can I do for you? Hey there. See you around.
What's that one? The escape. Okay. That's another quest. So easy to get suckered into going, yeah, I'll just do that fetch and retrieve quest, but we're going to go down to Westfall here. Follow the road down here. Alright. So I want to show you a new area. Probably getting a little sick of the forest and me going backwards and forwards through it. I think it was wildly ambitious for me to think I could, you know, cover a bit of World of Warcraft in, as you know, 1, 2, 3, 4 videos. I thought, yeah, you know, I'll get to the first dungeon and everything in a couple of hours, and I was so far from that I'm going to do at least 1 or 2 more videos. See how we go. This video tonight has been particularly slow. I didn't know how it was going to go, but I apologize if you're still watching, but thanks anyway for joining me. And maybe you're just having a bit of fun. Maybe you're doing something else in the background and you just have me on in the background chatting. Maybe you enjoy the relaxed nature of our leisurely journey through Azeroth. There are some beautiful areas. I really should have started off as the a Pandarin, because they have a beautiful starting area. The Taurens do as well. I've been a Horde character before, which is the rivals to the Alliance, and they have these big Minotaur creatures called Tauren. They have a cool kind of almost sort of reminiscent of like Native Americans, their sort of culture. You know, pilfered from that quite heavily. But then, to be fair to them, they've pilfered from everyone, really. Ah, rabbit. Just testing out my skills. He'll be fine.
I'm out of range.
What's this? Oh, this is the Hogger quest.
I need to get closer.
This is a cool... I think this is like a wanted poster. Hogger. Yes. Elite quest. Cool. Where is Hogger? Wouldn't mind fighting Hogger. Test out metal, and you know, you want to at least get into some danger, right?
Go with honor, friend.
We're gonna try and fight Hogger. I think Hogger's a couple of levels ahead of us, but maybe, maybe not. Elite monsters are generally represented by a skull. They're often tougher, and you know, they told us that you really want to be in a quest, in a group for this, but even looking at these guys, they're sort of level 7, they're equal to us. Where is this evil? I think this is a gnoll, which is like almost a dog man kind of thing. Oh, so this person is attacking as well. You might be able to jump in on their little... I'll try and fight this guy. Oh no, he's got him. Gotta be careful not to pull too many of them at once. Thankfully they're not difficult individually. Go away, bear. Ruining everything. You'll pay the ultimate price. Hey, that guy's got some power. Damn. Oh, you want to get some gnoll armbands as part of the fun. Alright, so I gotta go kill him as well. Sometimes you find you're competing with other people in areas and you're sort of hoping that things will respawn. I didn't even know I was collecting armbands. It's because I don't even read the quests. I don't know if I ever read the quests in this game. I know my old flatmate Greg did. He would read them and tell us what we're supposed to do, and I'd kind of follow along. Where's this Hogger character because I feel like we could easily take him. Could be wishful thinking, but maybe they've killed him already. It's awesome having healing spells, that's for sure. Ah, yeah, the old get 8 armbands quests, you know. They're often disguised as other things, but really, that's all they are, is kill 10 foozles. The term foozle is a sort of a derisive term, a derisive term, just used to describe just such a quest as this. Where is Hogger? Sometimes you have to wait for them to respawn, you know. Because I can see him there, like no hurt Hogger. I can see that in the quest log down there, or the chat log. I only need one more of those. But we're yet to find this big pig. Or gnoll. Dogman, not really a pig. You'd think he might spawn around one of these campfires, but annoyingly someone has probably killed him and it takes a while for him to respawn. What is that? Oh, a corpse. You can loot that. 3 copper. Where is Hogger? Look at this thing up there. What the hell is that? Cool, we've got our armbands now. Hogger Hill, there we go. Here's where I'm supposed to be. Some poor dead thief. So, I guess we wait. Oh, there we are. There's our friend, level 8. Someone has joined in the battle, which means we'll be able to take him down, and their pet cat has joined in too. That's awesome. Hogger's got some minions, but it will not be enough. Hurrah! No hurt, Hogger. Why not? I gotta kill the minions. That's new. That wasn't what?
Well met.
So he's been apprehended. That never used to happen. You used to just kill him straight away, but he's been taken into custody. That's pretty funny. No! No! Look at that poor dog face. It's like a hyena, really, isn't he? Not really a dog. Sweet. So we can turn in that quest now. We can follow our friends here. You walk so slowly compared to the sort of fast mounts you have. It's ridiculous. Maybe at 6 in the morning, the sun will rise. It's going to get a little tired in the evening. Can't really hear it so much, but the audio is quite nice. The ambience is quite nice of just crickets and occasional owl and so on, but I am hearing birds chirping, so it must mean the day is upon us. So we could have grouped up with them, but you know, we didn't bother. Now you have to believe me when I tell you that all this stuff that I'm doing over the last couple of hours does not even come close to scratching the surface of what Warcraft is all about. There's so much more to see and do in this game. It's unbelievable. It really is just stunning. Okay, you can turn that in there. Alright, we'll come back to that one. Oh, that's cool. So you viewed a map. Little picture of him reading a map. That's awesome. Can't really see it there, but that's really cool. That's new. But I was going to show you guys Westfall. Leveling up has started to slow down a little bit after our first sort of 5 or 6 levels gained very easily. We've only gained 1 tonight. Look at that. That ugly texturing does still pop up. Look at that. Alright. I mean, this is an old game. This is ancient by, you know, computer game standards. 15 years old. It's older than Swords and Sandals. But it has been obviously patched and maintained and updated and improved by many, many people over many, many years. So this is Westfall. Like a farmland sort of area, and there's all sorts of interesting things here. But this is kind of, oh, it's rude. I think this must have been affected by Cataclysm as well, because I don't remember any of those homeless people there. Really cool looking pillar of light off in the distance. Level 10 coyote. I wonder if we can take down a level 10 creature. We're going here a little ahead of when we're supposed to, but, you know, we're going to be fine, I think. Pumpkin farm. But everything does take more hits to kill now, so it's sort of, you know, not really supposed to be here. We're going to level up in a minute, which should be cool. Hopefully get another skill, because I really... These 3 skills are not enough, are they? That. Oh. Two more kills, I think we'll level up. Apparently 6 in the morning is still nighttime. That kind of cool. Oh, there you go. This is a frost mage. I remember Frosties. That was my guy. You get a water elemental as a sidekick, which is really powerful. Level 8. Ah, yeah, so our next power is Hammer of Justice. That's pretty cool. The Hammer of Justice, the Bell of Freedom, and the Song of Love. Griffin Master. Cool. So we can catch a griffin to Elwynn Forest. Yeah, let's do that. Back to Gold Share. you want to discover all the different sort of flight paths and so on, because it's quite a long time before you can get a flying mount. From memory, I first got it in the Burning Crusade expansion in another world, I think Outland, but that may be different now. They didn't let you fly over Azeroth in the first instances. It was only when Cataclysm came around that they finally allowed that. But there's been a bunch of expansions since then. I haven't played it since Mist of Pandaria, and I only played that for an hour or two just to try out the Pandaren class. So I haven't played Legion or Warlords of Draenor or the new one, Battle for Azeroth. I seen some videos on it. It looks pretty cool, but you know, it's well beyond me. Hang on, I thought we were going to gold share. What are we doing? You're taking a long way. You're charging me extra for this. The guided tour. Pretty cool though, look at this. There's our old timer, Zealot and the Paladin on his trusty Griffin. Well, it's not his, is it? It's like a cab. The Griffins are like taxis. And you can get mounts which are much faster than those guys, that's for sure. You turn in a quest.
Need help? Be careful. What can I do for you? Light touch.
Oh, that's pretty cool. We can get a horse. Whoa, I didn't know that. What? Where's it taking us? I'm not... Gosh, my God knows where this is taking us. Can we put our leggings on while we wait? Anything else? Where is this taking us? See, this is how much faster you go when you have a mount, though. Even just a regular old horse like this one. And catch up to these guys. See ya, suckers. You low level 120 Storm Marine Royal Guards. I can take you all down with my Hammer of Justice. Okay, so we're riding the horse to this quest marker, I believe. Stop.
Need help? For the Alliance. Be careful. What can I do for you?
Kill
Light
some
touch.
wolves and bears. Bounty on Murlocs. Alright, well, that's coming up next time. I feel like we've been playing this for 48 minutes. God, time goes fast, and that's not a good thing. This game is a massive time sink. We will call it an evening for now. Log out. Have a little seat here on the road. Very safe with our guard Thomas guarding everything. Guard Thomas is
Well met.
level 30 and is asking a level 8 guy to do his
You
bidding.
need something? Well met.
Shows you priorities. But anyway, that's it for this evening's Ollie's journeys through World of Warcraft. One or two more of these should do. I think that'll scratch the itch. Until next time, maybe we'll do another series in Gladiator Series 3. Let me know if you're enjoying this a long form version of these videos where I take my time a little bit. If you don't like it, you know, I'll be certainly going back to the short form, but I'm actually thinking of doing a long form video of Swords and Sandals and actually playing through at least Swords and Sandals 1, 2, and 3 in a long form, you know, over sequences, going from level 1, 2, 3, 4 and trying to fight a bunch of bosses. Is that something interesting to you? Let me know. On that most inauspicious note, I will bid you all good evening. Bye for now.